Hey, what's up, everybody? Daily Dose of Dave. I'm your host, Dave Sturchio, episode 19, Know Your Worth. Now, before we get into all that, today I announced on all my social medias that the Daily Dose of Dave is going to be exclusively for weekdays only, so Monday through Friday, and each day is going to have a theme. I brainstorm with a couple friends. I like to, try to come up with some decent topics. A lot of people, thought it was a good idea, I had one person help me out with pretty much each and every single name, so thank you. But anyway, starting tomorrow, we're going to do Feature Friday, which is going to be, basically it's going to run down any events I might have for the weekend, if that's coming up. And I want to also feature a small business, whether I go there and attend it a lot, whether it be a bar or a gym or just whatever, somebody trying to get off the ground with their company. So if you're interested in being broadcasted and you want to tell me a little bit about your company, feel free to reach out to me on all my social media platforms or shoot me an email. Come Monday, we're going to do Movie Monday. See, I'm a movie buff. I'm a huge movie fan. I tend to think that every single movie that comes out is the greatest movie ever made. I have about 45 to 50 top 5 movies. If you do the math, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to either review a movie that I've seen in the past, whether it be really good or really bad, or preview something that's coming out, something like a coming attraction of a summer blockbuster, or something I'm just looking forward to. On Tuesdays, I'm going to do Talent Tuesdays, or Tuesday's Talent, or I haven't really come up with it yet as far as something in stone. But I'm gonna feature one of talent. I mean, it's gonna have to be somebody I think is either on the rise or has been on the rise and just needs a little bit more notoriety, or somebody that's completely above and beyond better than most people at their craft and deserve a little bit of a good job nudge. Whether it be somebody in professional wrestling, sports, entertainment, music, you name it, I'm not going to limit it to anything. So again, if you have a suggestion, send it on my way. On Wednesdays, we're going to do Wednesdays winning or winning Wednesdays. Again, haven't ironed out yet specifically. But that's going to be the time I can cover my sports. I'm a sports guy by trade. I love that stuff more than anything else in the world. So I'm going to cover the world of sports and wrestling and entertainment on Wednesdays. Thursdays is going to be fun. It's going to be Throwback Thursdays, which is obviously the obvious thing that everybody always refers to on a Thursday, or Thirsty Thursday. If you want to drink during watching my stuff, you could do that too. But I'm basically going to feature something from the 90s, me growing up, and then what it's transformed into now, or what's trending kind of on now. Like, for instance, Oregon Trail as one video game to whatever video game is popular now, your Call of Duties and all this other shit. But there's a lot of cool things I have in store. Thank God I came up with that because, well, I didn't come up with it. Like I said, I had a lot of friends help me out and give their 2 cents, which I added all up, and boom, I made myself some content. But I like I said, can't thank those people enough for reaching out to me for some ideas and some suggestions. But it's going to make it a lot easier to talk every single day, because sometimes, like yesterday, yes, I like to take you guys down memory lane, but at the same time, you don't really want to keep, beating a dead horse. Like, hey, by the way, in 2013, I did this. In 2014, like, it's good to get, the new followers interested, but at the same time, like, it can get a little redundant, and, people tune out to that stuff. They just say, click the, change the channel. But today is Know Your Worth. Today I came across something. I'm a little triggered. Not so mad, but just kind of bothered. I reached out to a wrestling promoter today who's a friend of mine about a certain date coming up. And what happened was he came back and I said, are you going to need me for that day? Because the last event I was there on commentary, so why wouldn't I be on commentary again? Because I know I'm good. I know my worth. He said not this time. And he told me who was replacing me. And I just kind of thought to myself, like, he's not better than me. He's not. And that's just, I don't knock anybody's skill level, but I just know there's here and then there's there. And I'm here when it comes to commentary, whether it be play-by-play or color, regardless. And then I inquired about his fee. Now, see, I know my worth. I've been chasing this stuff since 2006, 2007. So I've been doing it for over a decade, whether it be practice, landing actual jobs, landing gigs, doing commentary at WrestlePro and all the other companies, doing my ring announcing, doing my voiceover work, doing whatever it takes to make it but I've been doing it for quite some time. So I valued myself here. Like, I'm not going to give you the numbers that I tell promoters and I tell people what I charge, but this is what I think I'm worth, because I can bring more to your product. I think that in the professional wrestling world, you do have amazing, over-the-top, extraordinary flippy-do talent and all that crap, and it's great. But sometimes the commentary can make the match. If you think back, and you're a wrestling fan, if you're watching this, even if you're a sports fan, if you think back to some of the most iconic moments in sports history, you think of the call. When the Rangers won the Cup, and I posted this on episode 4, I remember Sam Rosen saying, and the Rangers have won it, this one will last a lifetime. It's one of those calls. When Mick Foley gets thrown off the cell, you remember JR's call. It's so infamous that it gets attached to all crazy things. You hear JR calling it. They want to repost it with Jim Ross's call. So you know your worth, you know you're good at something. And I found out that the person replacing me is a lot less than me. I truly think that, A, if you're running a professional organization, you need to know that you need to bring it each and every time, or it will get stale, and you cannot make it based on just the talent in the ring alone. I think you need a production. You can go see Carlos at DLC Visions. He's the one that records every single Wrestle Pro show, makes me look like $1 million. He's one of the best, you know, and I think that you have to invest in the product because it's necessary. And I think that's the only way to, you know, grow as a brand. The fact that I'm not being used, look, I'm not butthurt. I'm going to find something else to do on that day, whether go to the bar, watch some sports, whatever. I'm not going nuts over it. I just know that the person taking my spot is not doing this to make it in that field. And I don't give a shit what he says. This person by the name of that's not working for is not trying to make it as a broadcaster. So why the fuck are you taking a spot from me and from other people that are trying to get their names out there? You just want to be a fanboy. I'm not a fan of that. There's too many untrained wrestlers in the world, and you know, there's too many untrained people in the commentary world that think they could just jump behind a microphone and talk. It's not that easy. It's a craft, and I'm pretty good at my craft, and I think over time I'm perfecting my craft. Is that going to say that I won't work for free anymore with certain companies? That's not true at all, because if you want to pay your dues and you want to get your foot in the door or try to make a name for yourself at bigger promotions, you will offer your services for free. That's okay. But this guy, I've known him for a while, and I don't think it's necessary to step on my toes and try to insert yourself because you undercut the rate, because you don't value yourself, because you're not taking this career serious. I know this is a little bit more of a dark episode, but tough shit. Tomorrow, we're going to do Feature Friday, and I'm very excited about that. Again, thank you so much for everybody who contributed to the ideas, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. This has been a Daily Dose of Dave. Know your worth.